Today, I published a review in Nature Sustainability of a massive piece of research about environmental litigation in the United States. These authors, Rhea et al., review over 25,000 environmental lawsuits, and I think highlight some findings that are particularly important for us in this moment in history where we are wondering how we are going to continue to protect the environment and our health in light of recent governmental developments. So, there are a few key important takeaways. One, environmental lawsuits have been known to be taking over the court or have been thought of that way because often they are very high profile and I would argue because they're high stakes. Having said that, the findings here show that that's not true, that in fact only 0.7% of all lawsuits in the United States are environmental. And so they do account for a relatively small percentage of cases, despite the fact that their success rates show that they can have huge impact. Environmental NGOs, non-governmental organizations, win nearly half of the cases they bring, which highlights the importance of their role in holding polluters and government agencies accountable. So, second takeaway, there are key geographic differences in environmental litigation. While California and DC, Washington, DC, are hotspots, there's a need to increase litigation in the southern United States, in the Midwest, and East Coast regions, and in that order. These other areas of the country where litigation could be brought present an opportunity for individuals and organizations to step up and fight for environmental justice, in particular in their communities. Another key finding is the growing prominence of climate change litigation within this realm of environmental litigation. As the urgency of the climate crisis intensifies, more climate cases are being brought to address this existential threat, which really covers many different kinds of climate change lawsuits. This trend underscores the critical role of the courts in holding corporations and governments responsible for their contributions to climate change and for pushing for stronger climate policies in the courts. To effectively leverage environmental litigation, it's essential to build strong cases backed by robust evidence. And this is a note in particular for scientists interested in supporting their branch and environmental litigation therein. Additionally, learning from successful strategies employed in other communities can provide valuable inspiration for advancing environmental protection through the courts in the United States. So, this is all to say that there is vital importance of environmental litigation in safeguarding our lives, our day-to-day lives, and our future. We can support the work of environmental NGOs doing this, taking legal actions as individuals ourselves, and advocate for increased litigation in underrepresented regions and on critical issues like climate change. And all of us can play a role in this fight. With that, using the legal system, there are ways we can move forward to protect our health, environment, and our future with the courts.